All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create your 5 ads that are on page, looks like here, I think they're at page 58, 59, 60 of your workbook. So the whole chapter talks about these ads. This is where it gets to the point that you're putting them all together. So hopefully up to this point, you've created your single property website and you've created the Eventbrite event, and then the listing is live up on the MLS, and you've got all your pictures back and everything like that. So that's assuming all those things have happened. So now it's Monday morning or Monday afternoon, and your open house is going to be on Saturday, and so you've got the 5 or 6 days to advertise that open house or advertise that property until that open house. So on page 50 of your book, you'll see examples, at least for Facebook, of those ads. So you've got the 3D tour as one of your ads, the drone footage, the single property website, the Eventbrite event, the video home show, and then there's a 6th bonus one, which is an image gallery. And those work actually really good for Instagram. So Instagram really doesn't like the links, so web links like your single property website, but it does like videos and pictures. So we'll kind of go through that. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to create the 2 different types of Facebook posts. And it's important to understand what the difference is between a post and then an ad, because they really are kind of the same thing. But you're going to post first, and then you're going to boost or advertise that post, okay? So the first thing is just creating a post. So I'm going to pull up my Facebook page. And then as a reminder, if you don't remember this from the other training, you can only boost or advertise on a business page. So you're going to need to do this on your business page. Now, once you've put your post out there on your business page, and I'll even show you how to do it, you can hit the share link, and then you can share that to Facebook groups, to your own Facebook page itself, or I should say wall that you have. So you can, share it to your own account if you feel like there's more people that follow you there. The purpose of boosting on your business account is that if you don't pay for it on Facebook and Instagram, you're just not going to get the reach and the engagement that you're going to need in order to get a lot of people at the open house. You'll get a little bit of reach. It's called organic reach, but it's going to be so much greater when you actually pay for it. Remember that Facebook and Instagram are for-profit companies, and they make their money from advertisers like you and I that pay to have our ads go in front of the people that right now are looking to buy and sell properties. And that's what makes this kind of advertising so important and so much more valuable than just the MLS listing by itself, okay? So as I go to my business page and I'm logged in so that I can administer it, so I'm the administrator of it, I have this option of what's on your mind. No one else will have this. On your own business page, no one else should be able to post to it unless you've given them administrative access to do that. So I'm going to show you how to do a URL or web link post, and then I'm going to show you how to do a video post. We're going to talk a little bit about the 2, 5, 15-second rule, but and the call to action and hook. But I need you to read the book and read that chapter in chapter 4, 5, and 6 that will give you a better understanding of what all that means. So please, don't skip that. You need to not just go to the classes, but read through the book as well. And once you have all the pieces in place, this will work amazingly well for getting your home sold quickly, getting your home sold for more money, and then advertising you as the best agent out there in your area, okay? So I'm going to do, of the 5, or even I guess there's 6 posts that you can do that you're going to turn into ads. 3 of them are going to, or 2 of them are going to be 3. 3 of them are going to be web links, and 2 of them are going to be videos. So I'm going to show you one of each of those, one video, one web link, and then you can of course figure out the rest of them from those 2, but kind of get an idea of how those work. So the web link I'm going to start with, remember the 2 landing page kind of web links that we have are your single property website and your single property website and your 3D tour and your Eventbrite event. So those are the 3 that you have. So I'm going to go to the single property website. And if you didn't set this up yet, or you need help with it, there's other videos in the same location under the help section of Captivate where you can learn how to create the single property website using Total Expert. So this is what that single property website looks like when it's done. The pictures, of course, are up here, and then the links to the virtual tour and video tour are all here. So I'm going to take this web link up in the address bar up here, and I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go to my Facebook post and I'm going to paste it. And just the mere action of copying and pasting it, and this is important to understand too with Facebook, this is something I'm doing on my laptop. This may not work the same on a digital device or on a phone. We've found that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work so well. But if you've got a good internet connection and you're on your laptop, which is the best place to do these ads, it should work just like this. So you just type in that link, wait until the picture shows up. Notice that it takes the picture, and if you followed the tutorial on creating your single property website, you get to determine which picture shows up. It's your social media link image. And then it creates a title, so Vineyard, Utah Home for Sale, and that's the same title that's on your single property website, and it makes this whole thing clickable, okay? Now, obviously, this link right here is not super attractive. It's not a good hook. Remember, you're going to put in a hook and a call to action, so you can actually delete that link, as you saw that I just did, and it keeps that image and that clickable, link still there. So there's the hook, call to action, and then we'll have hashtags here, if you remember all this. And I'll give you some examples as we do it. That's a funny hashtag that I put in. And then you'll tag people as well. So you tag your seller, and you can tag people using a link using the @ sign. So if I want to tag, like Captivate Sales Coaching, or tag your brokerage, we'll kind of talk about this a little bit. So let's go through the hook first. Remember, your hook is that 5-second, what's in it for me attraction to why people should even take the time to click on your link, or take whatever that next step is. And you can have a couple of call to actions, because what they do is the call to action. Okay, so the hook for this particular ad, remember I'm going to have 5 of them, or even 6, can be different from all the others. So if you pick 1 or 2 main selling points, I usually try to pick those things that have to do with the picture that you're seeing, as well as something that really makes that property stand out. Again, this is a teaser, not trying to give them every bit of information about the property. I just want them to get enough information. They're like, whoa, I want to know more. I'm going to click on it. That's basically what a hook is all about. You're hooking them by getting them to want to take action, and it has to happen within 5 seconds at least on that hook. And the call to action has to happen within 15 seconds, meaning if they can't figure out what to do, what to click on, who to call, whatever that next step may be for them, if they can't figure out really quickly how to do that, then they'll move on and you've lost them. So a hook for this one might be, I might put 4-bed, or actually it's a 5-bed. Was it, or 6? Oh, it's a 6-bed. That's right. That's a 6-bed, 4-bath, craftsman home next to its Sleepy Ridge Golf Course. In Vineyard, Utah. And you can elaborate a little bit. I could say 6-bed, 4-bath, beautiful craftsman home, or amazing craftsman home, or one of those adjectives that we love to put in there. But honestly, I don't think that is necessary when the picture looks really good. They're going to see, oh, I like craftsman homes. In this one I might put newer because it's only about 6 years old, or you could even put the year of it. That might stand out. But again, as you can tell, this is 1 sentence long. It's easy for someone within a 5-second period of time basically read and digest this without it being too much information, right? And if they think living next to a golf course sounds appealing, they're looking for a 6-bedroom, 4-bath, newer craftsman home in this area, this is going to stand out. Now, as you put all these ads out there, the way that Facebook and Instagram work, especially when you pay for that advertising, is it makes this ad more appealing if they look at this one or makes the other ads more appealing if they look at this one, because what it does is it shows that they've taken interest in, you know, something that you put out there. And if they have, even if they don't click on it, then they're going to be more likely to see those other ads. That's why we do 5 or 6 of those ads instead of just one. Okay. And then on the call to action, you want to make sure they know what to do. So, you know, you could put click image for more pictures. Sometimes they know that is going to happen. So sometimes they'll click image for a 3D tour and more pictures. The 3D tour really stands out, you know, as far as, oh, that's something different and unique, and that'd be cool. I'd love to see that. You know, so that makes it more likely for them to click on it. So I might do that than the pictures themselves, because people kind of expect that. And then RSVP for a VIP showing before the open house this Saturday. And then I'll create a link to my Eventbrite event. Now, I usually like to have 2 call to actions so that people can choose. I mean, some people might want to call, some people might want to do one thing or another, or they'll see the ad more than once because it intrigued them the first time and then Facebook noticed that, so they see it again, things like that. So obviously this is encouraging them to click. If they're not ready to call or RSVP for an open house, but they would really like to see that 3D tour, most of them are actually going to click on it. Now, once they do that, they're going to get to your landing page, again, that's not going to distract them with other homes for sale. And that will get them excited about, you know, getting even more information, or going back and trying to figure out how to get to the open house. You know, all that information can also be found on the single property website. At least they can, you know, contact you to get that information. So again, I've got my hook is right here. My call to action might even put a space between the two, so it doesn't feel like it's all, you know, together. This they get within 5 seconds. Then all together, within 15 seconds, they can make, you know, or take a step towards the next step, which, you know, the call to action is here. And then I'll put my hashtags in. So let's take a couple spaces here. And a hashtag would be like an open house. And it'll even tell you how popular that hashtag is. Notice that there's 5.2 million posts on Facebook for an open house, which is great. And then it gives you other options here that you can use that it's recommending because you chose open house. So I'll put that in there. And then because I liked a couple of those others, you know, open house coming soon, open house day, open table. But I like that one where it was an open house Saturday. Say it's going to be on a Saturday. And then I might get even more specific. Usually on hashtags, anywhere between 6 and 10 are good. You don't want to go over 10. Usually if you're doing less than, you know, 5 or 6, you're kind of not taking advantage of what a hashtag can do. If you need more information about what hashtags do and how it helps in terms of getting the word out about your ad, about your open house, things like that, just look online for what a hashtag does. It kind of puts all the other posts and things like that are online together under one category is how it does it. And it can help promote that more. So I might even do open house Vineyard, Utah. So that's more specific, obviously, to where it's at. But even though not as many would follow something like that, there are people that are looking specifically in Vineyard, Utah, and that's important when it comes to home shopping. So again, 6 to 10 hashtags, and then you're going to do your tagging or tagging people. I would recommend that you tag your brokerage. So you use the @ sign, and then you start typing it in. Hopefully it finds it there. You're going to have to invite people to be your friend as well as invite them to like your business page. And I know for many of you, you don't have a lot of those likes yet on your business page. So obviously when you're working with strategic partners that you're going to tag here, or your seller, you're going to want them to do that and even let them know, I'm going to tag you on these ads that go out. They're going to want to see them. So I'm sending you an invite to like my page, or you can send the link to it and tell them that that's what you need in order for you to tag them. And you want them to see all of those, and then they're going to want to share them with their friends and family. So it all works out that you do this with them. So tag your seller, tag your strategic partners like your lending partner, tag your home warranty person and your title person and people like that. Don't just tag anyone and everyone. These are people that are part of your strategic team and part of the sale of this property. So whoever is involved in one way or the other, that's who you should tag here. The reason your tags are so important is because it will notify them that they're tagged on this, right? And then if they engage with it, it'll allow them to post it on their pages and kind of hit their network. So you want to make sure that that's done there. So again, that's as easy as it is to do this post. Again, you put a hook and then a call to action. Well, actually the first step, of course, is to put the link in. Wait till it loads the image. Then your hook, then your call to action, then your 6 to 10 hashtags, and then your people tags, I guess. The last thing is this icon here that says check in. So you're going to want to hit the check in, and then you're going to check into the city. Oh, this was in Vineyard, but anyway, you'll check into the city of where that home is being sold, or where that home is, so that way Facebook understands and knows that that's the the location, and so when you start to advertise, it'll help promote that in the correct location for people that are interested in that location. Okay, so hopefully that all made sense. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Then you post it. You're going to do this with all your posts first, so don't worry about boosting. You don't have to hit boost post here. Just wait. Just go ahead and post it first. Let it sit out there for a little while as you're putting the other ads out. And if you have time, it's even better to let it sit for a couple of hours, we found, before you actually boost it. But if you can't, that's fine. You don't need to boost it now. Put the 6 ads out or the 5 ads out first. Okay, so that's what a web link post looks like. And then in a second, I'll show you how to boost that. Okay, so now let me refresh this page. And I'm going to do a video. So this is where, instead of clicking on what's on your mind, you're going to click on photo video. And then it has this option here to add your photos or video. But for this one, I want you just to click on this, and I want you to upload one of the 2 videos. Now, this is important, and I'll say that again. You're going to upload the video. You're not going to put a link from YouTube in here, or Vimeo, that your photographer, videographer sent you. You want to download that that video, the video home show that you created yourself, so hopefully you have that, or the drone footage that you had your photographer or videographer do. Those you're going to want to download to your computer, then you're going to upload it to this post. So when you get it, it's going to be an MP4. And let me see if I can find, here's a video home show, okay? So I'm going to upload this, and I can also see that my size, 12.5, is just fine. The nice thing about Facebook is that it'll take, I believe, up to 500 megabit files, so you're probably never going to run into a problem with it being too large. But if you follow the step-by-step guide for how to create your videos, which is in another video, then if you have any questions about that, we'll kind of address that then. So you're going to upload your video home show or your drone footage. You can see this is one that another agent had done. And then you have this option for your video. So click on that, video options first. But the main thing here is this captions. I want you to make sure on the captions that these are turned on. Auto generate captions, and don't add captions until you review, so that you can review and make sure everything's spelled correctly. And then once you've done that and you hit save, actually you can go back here, you're going to go back to where the post is created itself. So those are just a few video options that you're going to want to take care of for the video that you uploaded, and then you're going to go back and do exactly what I explained before. So I'm not going to go through all those steps. You've got your hook, you've got your call to action, you've got your hashtag or hashtags, and then you've got your people tags, I guess you could call them. You use the @ sign, and then you're going to check in with the location. Now, as I mentioned before, with your hook, is that hook and even the call to action can be different with each ad. Now, as you can see, this agent is standing in front of the kitchen. The hook here might be good, if there's something great about the kitchen or a selling point about it. That's one of the top selling points of any property. So usually I like to, take those standout things and add those as hooks. So like on this one, it might be, 4-bed, 3-bath, home in and wherever it's at. So this one isn't in Vineyard. I can't remember where it's at. I think it was in Harriman. With gourmet kitchen or cooker's kitchen, or I'm going to spell gourmet right. There we go. Gourmet kitchen. Or baker's dream kitchen, something along that, but it kind of shows that. But notice that that hook is right in line with the picture that is there, that Facebook actually chose, and then anything else you might want to put there, but nothing more than about one sentence. And then your call to action could be on this one, because you're just showing a video here, is call me for a showing at da da da. And then even before that, I'd put RSVP for a VIP showing before the open house. And then I'd give them that link. Actually, I'd do that instead of call me, because you want them to do that. And then you just put the link into your Eventbrite. So I don't have that with me, but you know what I mean. You just go to Eventbrite, find your, where you manage your events, copy that link, and then throw it in there. Then put in your hashtags, then put in your the people that you're tagging, and then you're going to check in, and that's it. Then you've created your video post, and you should have two of those. Remember, the video home show is one of them, and your drone footage is another. And then the other posts are going to be your single property website, your Eventbrite page, or Eventbrite event connected to Facebook, and then finally your single property website. And you've got 5 posts out there. Now, as I mentioned before, one of the posts that have been really successful, especially in Instagram, I actually go to Instagram and show you how to do this. So you can go to Instagram on your computer and do this. And then I'll go to Captivate Sales Coaching here on Instagram, and then hit create. And this is drag photos and video here. So you just select for computer, and notice that it's only going to show me videos and pictures, because that's all it's going to let me put in there. I can't put links or anything like that. It's only going to show you images and video, so you don't have the option to add anything that's not an image or a video. You can then select which pictures you want, and then hit open, and then it creates basically a gallery of all those pictures. Now, it does cut them into a square, so if they were landscape, which usually they are, it will kind of cut it down to a square, but people can click on it and see the full image if they want to. But that's the format that Instagram likes. And then you can see here that this is an upload of it's the drone footage, so of course video works just as well. You can see that it's starting to play that. And then when you create your comments or information, this is where you would put in your hook and your call to action, so to speak. But when you promote your video, which is the same as boosting in Facebook, you'll actually be able to put a link in there in Instagram, so that the people that want to RSVP and go to Eventbrite, or they want to go to your single property webpage and look at more pictures and such, that advertisement will take care of that. So I'm going to save the next video for how to actually boost these ads. So this video was just strictly about how to post your 5 or 6 posts that are going to be part of your ad set for your listings. And you have, again, a web link, and you also have a video. So you created that, you got your hook and your call to action, and they should be all up on your website, on your Facebook page, and a couple of them on So this is what it's going to look like, at least on Facebook, when you do your ads. So this one here you can see is a collage of 17 pictures, which would be similar to what I showed you that you could do also, of course, on Instagram. And then, there's the hook and the call to action here. This one right here is the Matterport. So this is the URL link to be able to do a 3D walkthrough of this property. And again, there's the hook, the call to action. There's all the people that I've tagged into this, and you can see that it's been boosted. And just to give you an idea of the insights of this one, 10,998 people saw it. You had 1,100 that actually clicked on it. Post engagements means they clicked on it, or actually 600 here it looks like. That's since it was boosted. So we've had in the beginning 600 when it was boosted, a total of 1,100 in all. That means we got 500 or so organic reaches, or engagements on this. So that's really good stats for this. Here again is this particular home, but using 22 pictures as a collage. And then you've got the drone footage here. This one is to the single property website. So again, this is what your ads are going to look like. And then in the next video, so stay tuned, I'll show you how to boost these once you've got them posted, but you need to post them first. See you next time.